The diagnosis, the oncologist's words hit me like a freight train. Without immediate treatment, you have 3 months to live, Mrs. Anderson, my world tilted. I sat frozen in that sterile, white room as Dr. Martinez explained how the aggressive lymphoma had spread to my lymph nodes. The specialized therapy, my only chance, would cost $85,000 money I didn't have. Money insurance wouldn't cover. That afternoon, I went straight to my son David's office, a high-rise of glass chrome and arrogance. My hand shook as I placed the medical reports on his mahogany desk. David, I have cancer. Aggressive lymphoma, I need treatment immediately. He looked horrified, hugged me. And for a moment, I thought my son would save me. Then came the words that would change everything. That's a lot of money, Mom. Let me talk to Jessica about it. Jessica, the wife who never liked me? The woman who convinced him family was an inconvenience. I hugged my son goodbye that day, believing that love and memory of all my sacrifices would make him help me. I was wrong. The price of a life 3 days later. David called instead of visiting. His tone was cold scripted. Mom, we've been talking about your situation. $85,000 is our entire emergency fund. Jessica is worried about what happens if we have our own medical emergency. I stared out of my garden, the one I'd planted over 15 years ago, and whispered, David, I'm not asking for a luxury. I'm asking for my life. His answer sliced through me. You chose to have a child. You chose to support me. I didn't ask for that. Those words, from the boy I'd raised alone after his father abandoned us, killed something in me days later. As I scrolled through Facebook, I saw it sparkles. Jessica Anderson's 30th birthday extravaganza at the Four Seasons Ballroom. Sparkle's total cost $230,000. The same son who couldn't give $85,000 to save my life had spent nearly triple that on his wife's 6-hour party. That night I decided something. If my son wouldn't save me, I'd save myself. The woman who refused to die. The next morning I mortgaged my home. Every brick and memory of 40 years signed away for a chance to live. Dr. Martinez smiled gently as she scheduled my treatment. I'm proud of you for fighting this, Eleanor. The odds are good. Each chemo session was brutal nausea. Weakness, pain, but I endured because each sunrise meant I was still here. Each heartbeat was proof that my life was worth more than David's excuses. 6 months later, Dr. Martinez told me the words I prayed to hear. You're in complete remission. Cancer-free alive. But no longer the same woman who'd once begged her son for help. I sold my house, moved to Phoenix, and disappeared. New city, new number. New life. I wasn't David's mother anymore. I was Eleanor Survivor. Fighter reborn. The return of the prodigal son. 6 years later, success found me again. My financial consulting firm had been featured in Phoenix Business. Weekly, The Investment Whisper. That's how David found me, Mrs. Anderson. There's a man here who says he's your son. My secretary said David walked in hollow-eyed, ruined Mom. We thought you were dead. You almost made that true. I said calmly, what do you want? He broke down. Jessica had stolen everything. His money, his house, his career. She'd vanished with her personal trainer. Now David was facing bankruptcy and criminal charges. I need your help, he whispered. $50,000 for his legal defense. The same amount he'd once refused me. Without hesitation, I gave him a choice. Beg me for your life, David, just like I begged you for mine. He fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. Please, Mom, save my life. I gave him a check. Not because he deserved it, but because I refused to become the monster he had been. The hardest lesson 6 months later. David's name was cleared. Jessica's crimes were exposed. He lost everything but found humility. Now every Sunday my phone rings. Hey, Mom. How are you feeling today? The conversations are cautious but real. He even flew to Phoenix one day, placing a cashier's check on my desk. $85,000. Zero, he said softly. Plus interest. It's what I should have given you 6 years ago. I smiled. I don't need your money anymore, David. I know, he said, but I need to give it for the first time. I saw in his eyes the man I always hoped he'd become. I'd survived cancer, and somehow we'd both survived ourselves. Because sometimes the hardest lesson in life isn't about love or loss. It's about learning when to forgive and when to never forget.